Good afternoon, fellow Everton fans. At the moment, it's just me on my sod. Gonna have to fly by the seat of my pants here. The Robster's having a few technical issues with his phone. He's in Bratislava at the moment, so he's having a few technical issues. Basically, he can come on, but we can't hear him. But anyway, we've got the team news in, and there we go. Pickford, O'Brien, Keane, Tarkowski, James Garner, Idrissa Gana Gay, Irabunum, and Jai, Dewsbury Hall, Grealish, and Beto. And on the bench, we've got Travers, Nathan Patterson, which is, I suppose, good to see that we've got a right back on the bench at least. Dwight McNeil, Tierno Barry, Diblin, Coleman, Alcaraz, Roll, and Asnu. So I don't understand the reason why we've got two right backs on the bench, to be perfectly honest. But it is what it is, isn't it? We have to turn around and get on with it and hope for the best. Has anybody out there got the Villa lineup for me so that I can stick that up? But from what I'm hearing, that Sausage Roll, he seems to be impressing in training. So hopefully we might see some of him today. Yeah, Sean seems happy with that lineup. Anybody else happy with that lineup? There's the Robster. We can't hear him. We can't hear him.
I'm watching.
But Sean, yeah, seems it's probably the strongest lineup that we can probably put out, barring Jared Branthwaite. But yeah, strong bench as well, yeah. So anybody out there got the Villa lineup? Mark Foster's saying he would have played Asnu at left back, taking Garner out of the number 6 role is not a good move. Yeah, I mean, what we seen yesterday, obviously Micho came into training, and I don't know what seems to be the issue with him. There's no point in asking Robbie because he can't tell us. He can hear us. Robbie, this is when you need sign language. Yeah, I don't know whether is Ryan on the background here. I don't know. Let me see if I can get the Villa lineup on Twitter or X, formerly known as Twitter. Bear with me. So we have Villa, Martinez in goal, Matty Cash, Ezri Konsa, Tyrone Mings, Luca Dean, John McGinn, Bogard, Morgan Rogers, Yuri Tillemans, Buendia always seems to score against us. I don't know why, but he always seems to score against us. And Ollie Watkins. So yes, it's a strong lineup for Villa, but they're obviously devoid of any confidence at the moment. So I think we can play on that, can't we? Especially with the crowd behind us at Bramley Moor, and get the 3 points today. Robbie, this is hard work. This Rob, flying solo.
No,
Robbie's in Bratislava.
Love you.
But yeah, after the international break, pretty pointless international break. Apart from the fact it's qualifying for the World Cups, which is they're obviously going to do anyway. So just put them through, innit? Not that I'm asked. Not asked about England. So have some comments, people, so I can keep me flow going, because I'm running out of what's naming, running out of things to talk about.
Oh, just really something happening.
Their new signings are starting. I don't know who's their new signings. Don't even know who their new signings are. Lindelof. Not surprising. You wouldn't swap any of their defenders out at the moment for Lindelof, would you? I'm surprised Pau Torres isn't starting though. I rate him like. Oh, Sancho as well. But I don't think there's anything in there. I don't think there's anything in there that can really worry us. You know what I mean? I think that we're flying. Villa on a bit of a downer, and I think we should pile on their misery. What do you think? So Peter thinks he doesn't mind using Garner as a utility player. I think Asnu still needs to physically step up technically. He's perfect, but he still looks physically a bit short. Peter, I appreciate your comments, but I don't know whether I've seen enough of him turn around and have an opinion of him, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I think he plays in the Carabao Cup, did he? And then he seems to get injured. So I hope we haven't bought a dud there. Gavin seems to defensive Dave is back. 2 defensive midfielders again. Saki playing again. Who's been abysmal? But we haven't. We've got 2 right backs there, and like for me, Saki is just rusty. I don't think I just think that he needs games and he'll get back up to speed. Don't forget he was injured for the end of last season, and he hasn't had much of a pre-season. So he's played the 3 games, and he's kind of like sort of feeling his way back into it, and but I think he'll come good against Saki. So here's the Villa 11. So obviously Martinez coming back in after his sort of failed move to Man United. I think in all honesty, I think he wanted to move to Man United, and I think they've kind of like dropped him in the brown and smelly a bit by signing that other keeper, who from what I've seen of him, he's not that much cop himself. Whereas you know what you get with Martinez, but he's going back into the Villa team now, and they'll probably welcome him back in. You know what I mean? So our friend Aussie Chris, strong start, thinks it's a strong starting 11 for Villa. I think it's just that they're normal. Apart from Buendia, I don't think he's really started this season, but for some reason he always seems to score against us. But I think that's been the sort of nucleus of their team for the first 3 games anyway, hasn't it? So I don't think we've got anything to be scared about. Mark Foster thinks taking Garner out to 6, that's his worry, but he'll do his job at left back. Gavin said Saki was for the start of last season, he was crap. Maybe that's his thing. Maybe he starts out the season slow, but I'll I just think that he got injured last season, and the last season he didn't really play a pre-season, and he's just a bit rusty. Started this season, but I'll take your word for it, Gav. I think that if he started off crap last season, then we only know that he's only going to get better, doesn't he? You know what I mean? Peter's saying Tielemans hasn't done well for Villa lately, but I do think we should be aware of Rodgers and McGinn. Yeah, Rodgers especially. Rodgers as a player, and McGinn's just a little little Rottweiler, isn't he? In the middle of the park, just like biting at your heels. But yeah, I still don't think there's. I don't think there's. We've got a lot to worry about there. Mr. Blue Skies, I'm happy Harvey Elliott isn't starting, but I don't think we've even got to worry about him. He's a good little player and all that, but let's be honest. I know he's gone on loan. I think he's gone on loan, and with I don't know whether it's an option or an obligation to buy for 35 million. And if that's the case, Liverpool don't get rid of players that they don't want. It's as simple as that. He wasn't getting the game. Maybe he's asked for a move to get game time, but it is what it is, isn't it? Well, Peter said, who plays instead of Taki though? Or should we start Patterson or Coleman and push O'Brien into centre back? I mean, that's obviously an option, but I don't know whether Patterson's just on the bench because we got shortage of numbers. Do you know what I mean? He's just there to fill a void, maybe, because otherwise you wouldn't have two right backs on the bench, would you? Simple as that. Teething problems sorted. Yes. Or with the ground that you're on about, Emma. Yeah, I mean, there's probably still going to come across a few teething problems. It's a brand new space, so you're going to get teething problems with it, but hopefully the club have identified them and they've rectified them. Even in this, this 2-week break, they've rectified any issues that's going on that we know of up to now. You sorted the drink in the fan zone and on course no queues. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the good thing about it is that they've only had 2 weeks to get a grip of it, and they're straight on top of it. So you can't say now knock them for that, can you? Peter Duggan, as new technically, he's a very, very good player, but physically needs to adjust himself. He's clearly still a bit behind from a physical standpoint. I'll take your word for it, Pete. Like I said, I haven't seen enough of him to form an opinion of him, but you're the oracle on him, mate. I've got no idea. I'm in. Oh, you got a ticket in the ballot, Emma, yeah? That's me and the Robs are gonna have to do that, aren't we, mate? Try and get in the ballot. Well, yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that the Robster is muted over in Bratislava, but it looks like a nice sunny place, and it looks like he's loving life and living his best life. Him and Kaz. So, is it cheap there, Rob?
Very cheap.
Very cheap. Very good. Very nice.
Very cheap.
Mark Foster, we struggle versus Villa usually. Hopefully today we can book that trend. So this is the oldest played fixture, top flight fixture in British football, or English football, I should say. 214 times today they've met, which takes some doing that, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it would have been more if Villa hadn't dropped out of the Premier League. But yeah, it's a good and I think Everton fans and Villa fans have a mutual respect for each other. I think there's no sort of bitterness there between Everton and Villa fans, as far as I'm aware. You know what I mean? So I think they'll eventually come good. I think they're too good, Villa, to turn around and be down there in the doldrums. You know what I mean? So, Peter, this will be Roll's first game. Not sure if he's ready for the start, but let's see what he's got to offer on the bench. Got to bed him in first. Well, yeah, I mean, I read something. Michael Ball said that he was getting some good feedback in training. That he was, he was doing some good stuff in training. So maybe I'd see him for 10, 15 minutes or something at the end. But it'd be good to see him, wouldn't it? Because obviously we're all sort of oblivious as to what kind of player he is at the minute, what he's capable of. So it'd be nice to see what he is capable of. You know what? I can't even say that name. What? Is that Gerald? Is that Gerald or I have no idea. Approaching each game now with a lot more confidence and believe we can get 3 points. It's amazing that with the addition of Grealish and KDH, we now have a team we can look forward to watch. Absolutely. Absolutely. The days of the doldrums and going into each game absolutely down in the dumps because we knew we were probably going to get snotted or at best get a point. You know what I mean? Them days are gone now. And Grealish getting the Player of the Month award. I think there's probably 50 million Evertonians who voted that in. But good luck to the lad. He's got a new lease of life. KDH looks really comfortable playing with him and linking up with him. So things are on the up, aren't they, Rob? The Robster's going 3-0 for Everton. Is right, the Robster. Mark says he always enjoy going Villa Park. Yeah, it's a lot like Goodison, isn't it? Villa Park. It's one of the old traditional grounds, and you get the atmosphere bouncing. And like I say, the good fans. They went through some hard times and went down, but they bounced back up, and now they're flourishing, kind of like under Unai Emery. But they're not firing on all cylinders at the moment. So hopefully they don't fire on all cylinders again today. So if Moyes was impressed with him, you never know, he might give him 20, 25 minutes. Yeah, like I say, it wasn't Moyes, it was Michael Ball in his column in the Red Echo said that he was pulling up trees. But I also seen he put it on Twitter as well, Michael Ball, that he was hearing good things. I don't read the Red Echo. Peter Duggan going for 3-1 to the Blues. Chris Chess. I never look forward to playing Villa until now. Yeah, I mean the thing is we're going into these games now full of confidence, aren't we? As the fans, the Robster, going into full of confidence. Whereas in the past we haven't had that confidence. It's been like, oh, we can hope for the best kind of thing. Well, I think that the way we've been playing, obviously getting the first win at Bramley Moor, aka Ildico Stadium, that'll stand us in good stead, won't it? Well, yeah. So I think I'm probably going to end the stream there because it's just me, and I'm running out of things to say. Not used to flying solo with me, wingman. Right. So anyway, Robbie, you enjoy the rest of your holiday, mate, and I'm going for a 2-0 win for the Blues. So up the Toffees. I don't even know what I'm there. There we go.